So because of this video, I have now a lot of matcha just in my fridge. And I gotta say, I'm very okay with that. Hey lovelies, my name is Noria and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am doing all things matcha. Absolutely love matcha. I am pretty much at the point where I'm drinking it daily. That is pretty much my coffee. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys some of my favorite matcha drink recipes, as well as showcasing a new bundle from Tenzo Tea. So Tenzo Tea, they specialize in sending out organic, ceremonial grade matcha. I've been using them for, I want to say a little over a year, give or take. And then I've also been an affiliate with them for about a year, give or take, girl. I don't know. I know I've used them for a while, and even since using them, I've tried other matchas, either buying them from Amazon or my local Sprouts or Whole Foods, and I always tend to go back to Tenzo. I am 100% a Tenzo for life. So recently they released their Modern Matcha Bundle, which includes 60 grams of matcha, the storage case, 1/2 teaspoon, and then their electric matcha mixer, which comes with a stand. And literally I am obsessed with it. It retails for 80 bucks. However, if you use my discount code, you can get it for 68. Or even if you're just looking for a good matcha, you can get just the matcha itself. But I'm just gonna be showcasing it in this video. They were kind enough to send me one and I tested it out this week. And oh my gosh, it has made my obsession with just drinking matcha even more accessible, because that's just how quick it works. So I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite recipes. Now I won't just be using the electric mixer. Before I had it, I was using the whisk, I was using shaker bottles, so don't feel like to make these recipes you need the electric mixer. You just need something to mix with and some matcha. So obviously Tenzo is going to be the star of this video just because that's all I drink. However, there are two other products that you might see in here. So I've been in love with David's Tea Blueberry Matcha. I still have some sample ones though, so this one isn't open, but that is what it looks like. And because this one just has like sugar already in it, I only try to drink this one once a week. Any of the specialty drinks you'll see, besides the basic hot or cold matcha latte I'm going to show you, I try to keep those limited to only once a week just because I want to keep the sugar down, and I like these as a treat. Also in my hot lattes, I'm prone to adding the Vital Matcha Collagen. Basically, if I feel like I need more collagen that day and or I want my matcha to be even more matchier, or sugar. This does have, how much grams? This is just 2 grams of sugar, but it does have a little bit of sugar in it. So if I want to sweeten it that way, I'll do this as well. I normally reserve this just for my hot drink. So for the basic matcha drink that I normally fix, I will use, you'll see for this pretty much whole video, oat milk is my go-to. That is just what I use. That is what I found to be the favorite for me. You can definitely substitute the milk out for whatever you decide to use. Milk is just my favorite, or oat milk is just my favorite. So this first clip, this is when I first got the electric mixer, when I first got the bundle in the mail, and I was like, okay, let's see just how easy it is to use this mixer. Yeah, I'm a believer, y'all. I literally tossed my old IKEA frother because one, the quality wasn't there. It did its job, but at that point I think I was pretty much just using my matcha whisk, which I will show a picture of. But literally I just put like an ounce, 2 ounces of oat milk in a glass, 1/2 teaspoon of matcha, and I whisk it for like 10 seconds, maybe a little longer, because I think I put more of the powder on the side of the glass than actually in the milk, so I had to scrape the edges. But it created such a nice froth. I was just so happy. But then I just added in, I'll say about 6 to 8 more ounces of oat milk, and I just drank it like that in perfect. Since then I've added ice, or you can do the same thing, heat it. So all you need for that is just to heat your milk up. I prefer the stove method, so I'll just put 8 ounces of milk in a sauce pot, Whisk that around until it starts to heat up, and then I'll put my half teaspoon or tablespoon of matcha in there. Whisk that, drink that. That's pretty much it. If I want some flavor in it, I'll add the collagen, or I will use the David's Tea Vanilla Agave. So good. And that's if I want like a hot matcha. I've pretty much been on a cold matcha thing right now, but I'm pretty sure with the weather changing, I'm gonna go back to hot. So that's pretty much how you make that. My other favorite, which I kind of stopped doing right now just because I feel like that's more of my summertime drink, it is the matcha lemonade. I used to actually do the traditional where you would heat up 1 to 2 ounces of water, put your matcha in, and then pour that into whatever you wanted. I've gotten lazier since then. So what I'll do now is I'll do about half of whatever I'm using for the lemonade. I'll put 1/2 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of matcha, shake that up really good, add the rest of my lemonade, and then I like to put a little bit of water on top just because I don't like my stuff super sweet. Pour that over ice. There's my matcha lemonade. If I want like the Starbucks style matcha lemonade. So although I don't make this one as much anymore, this was more of my summertime drink, I'm still gonna show you guys how you can easily make matcha lemonade. So I'm just using an old Buddha juice bottle. I think this is 16 ounces. And initially, I like to fill it up just halfway. It gives me more room to shake. So because I'm pouring this over ice, I have no problem using 5 teaspoons of matcha. If you're just gonna be drinking this with no ice, I would probably cut back to either 2 or 3. But we're just gonna shake that up. I love how green it turns. So pretty. But you see how easily that blends or shakes, whatever. And then I just pour in the rest of my lemonade. Now I normally save a little space because I actually put water in this just because the lemonade is super sweet. Now depending on how you make your lemonade, you might not need to do that. So the rest is filled with water. Shake, shake, shake. And literally I could drink it like this, or I will grab my big Starbucks cup, fill it up with ice, pour that over, bam, matcha lemonade. I just kind of calculated that out based on the recipe for Starbucks and literally shake that up and hello. I will say though, matcha does have caffeine. If you didn't know, matcha has caffeine, so 5 may be a lot. I'm just crazy. You can definitely make it lower, but that's just my preference. That's where I'm at. So definitely play around with the recipe. Lastly, I'm only going to show you one of them because literally it's the same step, you just change one ingredient. I'm going to show you guys the pumpkin spice oat milk latte. You can also make this a cinnamon oat milk latte. Substitute whatever milk you want. So I'm going to show you how I do my pumpkin spice oat milk latte. I realized when I was filming the first one, I got one of the measurements wrong, so I just wanted to come down here and correct that. So I am actually using a blender bottle for this just because it's easier for storage. So for this, all you're gonna need is whatever matcha you decide to use, some pumpkin spice seasoning, vanilla bean extract or paste. I personally just prefer the paste, some oat milk, and a maple syrup. Now the oat milk, you can use whatever milk you want. This just is my favorite baby. So starting off, so we're gonna start off with 16 ounces of oat milk. I'm going to use the pumpkin spice that I only use 1/4. Sorry. Same thing with the cinnamon. I only use 1/4 of that if I was doing a cinnamon oat milk latte instead of the pumpkin spice. My Tenzo matcha. Focus. So traditionally I would use this teaspoon from David's Tea, and it's equated to that this teaspoon is actually 5 teaspoons of matcha if you were so this is 1 perfect teaspoon for tea. However, for matcha this equates to 5 teaspoons, which is exactly what I need for this recipe. Next I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. Again, you can use extract. I just prefer the paste. And then just some maple syrup. I could not tell you how much of this I use. I literally do about that, and you probably couldn't even see that, but that's I just literally do a dab of that, and that is pretty much it. And that's pretty much all I do. I'll put my lid back on and start shaking. Hey guys, so I realized I made a little mistake again with this. For the either cinnamon or the pumpkin spice seasoning, put in 1 teaspoon of it. And definitely, yes, let it marinate for a couple of hours. I am drinking this like right after I made it, and I'm like, it's not the same. So definitely let it sit a little longer. Let the milk infuse. I actually like to sometimes infuse the milk overnight before I add the matcha, and that has normally been my go-to, but if I do want a quick fix or I just want to take this with me, this is how I would do it on the fly. So I'm finding I don't really like my matcha as sweet anymore, so that's why I pretty much just eyeball the maple syrup, like literally a little drizzle and done. If you want more, definitely either add more vanilla or the maple syrup. You can just play with those two and see what you prefer. I just prefer mine on the non-sweet side. Cinnamon one is actually my favorite, but I'm like in that festive fall mood, so I have been doing the pumpkin spice a little bit more. But yeah, those are my go-to matcha recipes. I will have a screen up. You guys can screenshot that of all the measurements. Some of the ingredients are eyeballed, so I'll do the best I can. Also, you adjust the matcha level to your preference, and obviously if you don't have like a ceremonial grade matcha, you might want to use a little less, just because I found like the non-ceremonial ones are more bitter, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll have the link to my Tenzo discount in the description box below. I mean, if you want 15% off, I do make commission on that. Use it if you want, don't use it. I'm just here to spread the matcha love, so definitely if you are interested, I do think the bundle is a really good deal, especially if you do use a discount. Even if you don't use a discount, it is still a pretty good deal. So I think regularly on this site, just getting the regular matcha itself is 50 bucks. Or you can get the bundle for 80 or a little less with the discount, and you get 60 servings of matcha, a frother, measuring cup, and a storage bin. So just throw that out there. So if you stuck around to the end of this, thank you, I appreciate it. But also for the next couple days, you have a chance to win one of the Tenzo Tea's Modern Matcha Bundles yourself over on my Instagram. That link will be in the description box below. Just find my photo that is showcasing Tenzo Matcha. It should be like one of the first or 2 photos up there. Follow what it says in the description and you'll be entered to win. Again, this giveaway is less than a week, so go ahead and get over there, get your entry in, and you have a chance to win this bundle yourself. Or if you're just impatient like me, you want to order one yourself, that information is also down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, are you a matcha or coffee bae? I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you're like team matcha all the way, and if so, what is your favorite matcha recipe? I'm always looking for new matcha recipes, so definitely let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.